It's that time of year. Shopping, vacations, sitting by the fireplace with your family, engaging in conversation, and then it turns into, when are you having kids? And it goes from that simple question to a heated debate over morals, values, and priorities. There are several tools needed to uproot, recondition, rebuild, and transform the relationships that we have within our families. And some family drama hinges on very complex matters that need to be handled delicately and strategically over time. So those are not the issues that we're addressing today in this breakthrough coaching session. Instead, we're going to talk about the tools needed to help you gain insight so that you are able to think and behave in a rational manner as you experience the complex varieties among our families. So let's get started. First, let's talk about self-awareness. Now, the term in itself is very ambiguous because to truly be self-aware involves not only recognizing and understanding your emotions, but also how they affect other people's emotions and your interactions and dealings with them. To truly be effective at having self-awareness, you must be authentic, vulnerable, and honest. In its totality, self-awareness involves at least 3 layers. What are you doing? What are you feeling? And how are you displaying those feelings? So I'm going to use myself as an example, as I always do. In the month of October, I am fully aware that I am quite vulnerable. The reason being is that on October 25th, my dad lost his battle with liver cancer. As you can see, it still brings out emotion in me. But I recognize that throughout the month, I've become very sensitive. Although I'm grieving, I'm still trying to function in life. So sometimes I'm trying to suppress those feelings. There may be times that I want to break down and cry, but because of a self-imposed pressure not to cry, I suppress it. But you know how emotions go. You can't suppress it. They just come out in different ways. So because I'm trying to suppress those emotions, basically distracting myself, the grief is manifested by me being hypersensitive, overly critical, and easily annoyed. Now I know you're thinking, what does all this have to do with family dynamics? Things like where you are, what you're avoiding, and why you are experiencing that emotion gives you insight into how you are actually interacting with your family. Does the family dinner at your relative's home remind you of a tragedy? Or are you ashamed of the last time you behaved when you were with your family? When you are aware of your emotions and your environment, you're better equipped to be aware of your actions. So rather than reacting to someone else's negative vibe that you're experiencing, you'll pause, do an internal reflection, and respond from a place of self-awareness. Now let's talk about values. In this instance, we're talking about values as they relate to your belief system. Our values form the foundation of who we are and the way we view the world. Most of those values, though, come from our families. Our values may be classified as personal, social, moral, spiritual, and behavioral values, and we form judgments based on those criteria. It can range from something that's good, what is considered good manners, what is true love, what type of career we should choose, or to what extent should we engage in personal development. It's not until around ages 14 to 21 that we start to socialize with people outside of our family, evaluate those feelings, our expectations, our thought process, even the way we communicate within our families. Then, as we join our lives with someone else's family to build our own family, we start to reevaluate, reconsider, redefine, or flat out reject what we've been taught. So when you have generations of families that come together, something as fundamental as education can become distorted. Take, for instance, technology. Technology alone has made learning easier and more comprehensive. Now, my parents came from basic old school. Everything was just about God, family, and work. That's it. So if a person was fortunate enough to attend school, It was for the sole purpose of getting the job good enough to take care of their basic needs. This chipmunk. Now you look at today's societies, and those basic values have more than doubled. There's at least 7 areas of life that most people take into consideration. You have spirituality, financial, family, physical, mind or intellect, personal, and career. So the way we communicate between generations requires understanding, compassion, and adaptability. In addition to values, we have value systems. Now, without getting too deep, our values hang on our value systems. The value systems are like a hierarchy of criteria that determine the degree of importance or meaning that we attach to various actions and experiences. For example, self-expression, community, love, religion, business, and so forth. These are some of our value systems. The way I like to look at it is our value systems is like choosing what type of home we want to live in. Values is the standard for how we behave within that home. So values and value systems not only vary from one generation, but even 2 people born and raised in the same household can have different value systems based on how they perceive the world. One person's value system may currently be love. Another person's value system may be religion. So the way they communicate is different because of their priorities. There's nothing right or wrong about one value system to the next. If one isn't superior or inferior to the next, they're just flat out different. So again, how does this help you survive the holidays or family gatherings with keeping yourself intact? Meet people where they are. Believe that everyone is doing the best they can with the resources that they have available to them at the time. So rather than expend your energy on trying to show people where they are wrong or trying to make them see things the way you see them, focus on observing and being fully aware of the differences among you and choosing to enjoy your family time anyway. So whether it's the holidays, weddings, funerals, backyard barbecue, anytime a family gets together, there's the possibility of miscommunication. But I want to offer you the opportunity to utilize these tools of self-awareness and understanding the differences between values and value systems to choose how you will experience the variety and complexity among our families and choose to be in the present moment. It's Coach Q here. I'm signing off. I got through the video without crying, although I'll probably go cry now. Thank you so much and enjoy your weekend.